We now move from the collegiate wrestling mat to the professional wrestling ring. Numerous promotions host live shows all across Arizona.
For one man, living his life between the ropes has given him a purpose. Corey Kirk introduces us to a man who grapples with a lot more than just his opponents.
Deep in the dark basement of Nile Theater, Phoenix resident Charles Palaio is putting on his knee pads, taping his wrists, ready to don a different mask. Growing up, the one constant thing in his life was professional wrestling and larger-than-life characters like Hulk Hogan and Randy Macho Man Savage.
When I watched wrestling, everything else was gone. There was nothing else except for what I was watching on television.
Once Palaio got older, he had an opportunity to be trained professionally and chase his dream of competing, starting off in the independent circuit.
They opened a school called the Power Plant and signed up. I told them I was interested, went in, and the rest is history.
After 6 months of proper training, he finally became R3, where he met his eventual tag team partner and best friend, Evan Daniels.
R3, the character, he's not gonna listen. He's just there to beat you up. He's a monster, basically.
R3 is a persona that Palaio's been developing since the age of 15. Another version of himself, R3 is everything that Charles actually hates.
I guess that evil side of Charles, and then you have the one contact that's always like, we're in a battle. R3 and Charles are always fighting. When it comes to competition and in an area and environment where you have to be aggressive, R3 is always gonna win.
Pro wrestling can have that stigma that what takes place is scripted, but people's perception change when they enter the ring.
And plenty of experiences where I've seen people come into like training or our schools and they think that, and then they leave, with the barf bucket, or they leave and they never come back.
Through all the injuries he's dealt with, Palaio has learned the importance of self-healing and injury awareness.
There's been times where we're at shows and like the match before us, like somebody gets hurt. So you kind of go into your match in the back of your head, it's like, hopefully this doesn't happen or that happens.
Wrestling alone doesn't pay the bills, so wrestlers like Palaio need to find other sources for income.
Learn how to make my own t-shirts. I find friends who are doing business in stickers and patches, so I help them, their business out by getting their merchandise, and then I learn how to make my own merchandise.
When R3 gained notoriety on the independent scene, fans became accustomed to his destruction, showing up to shows regularly.
People want to go see live wrestling. They want to hang out with their friends. They want to grab a beer and have a laugh and cheer and boo.
Going into his 6th year in the ring, R3, doesn't plan to stop slamming people to the mat anytime soon.
No matter how many times I try to quit, I keep going.
In Mesa, Corey Kirk, Cronkite Sports Report.